We're back, we're in lap 54. We are in 4th place. We are blazing right now to catch up to the M6 Walkenhurst in front of me, just to go for a podium spot after being spun out not too long ago. I've already got a car pitting the 3rd time. That is a GT by Citroën. I believe, I don't know how to pronounce that, to be honest. I always just say Citroën. It's not pronounced that way, but I'm just gonna say it is. Alright. Got a teammate, we're lapping our teammate right now. That's how fast we're going. And our teammate is being beat by a Volkswagen Beetle right now. That's a problem. There's the, maybe that's not the, I think that's the Walkenhorst in front of us. That may be a GTR, but I think it is the Walkenhurst. We are now just barely in the slipstream of that Volkswagen. But we're still not quite in clean air though. But we come flying by. There's the BMW. We're gonna make the pass on him, no problem. We're gonna late brake. He's still gonna keep the position, but it won't be for long. And there we go, we're gonna fly by him. We're gonna turn the car up a little bit, start to feel safe a little bit more. Oh, we almost lose it again. Almost into the wall. That back right tire is almost dead. But we're now 6 seconds behind. So we just need to fuel save. We're gonna early shift. We're gonna do all the things to fuel save. We still got a car to fight off behind us, but I'm not too worried about him. We still got 7 laps of fuel left. Maybe more. We're gonna try and milk out whatever we can. So we are pushing this car hard. It's time to give it a little bit of a break. Oh, that M6, same thing. I'm gonna early brake a little bit and he's gonna bump straight into me. Wow. We're gonna have to turn the car up again to catch up. These M6s are not clean racers at all. But here we go. Alright, we're gonna catch up to this M6 through the corner. We're gonna have more speed out of it. We're gonna turn the car up or down as we pass him. Should have pushed him into the wall for good measure. We're gonna have to brake late through this corner. We're gonna early shift. He might get more speed out of the corner, but that is fine, as we gotta fuel save as much as we can. But we are battling this M6. It's just gonna slow me down. But we are just going. We're having no problems at the moment, but that M6 is right on us. We're just gonna keep flying as fast as we can. We're gonna get bumped again. We're not gonna lose it this time. We should have put damage on. This guy would have lost everything. His engine would have been dead. We are in a mid-engine car, so we might have lost our engine too. But we gotta stop braking so early for that turn. We're just being a little cautious, trying to get this car through the 2 hours. Oh, not the best way through there. We're gonna do a little bit of a later shift, trying not to lose time to this M6. Oh, and there it goes. That's it. That is it. That is it for the Huracan. We are going to have to slowly get out of this so we don't get hit by a car on our way out. Now we're going to have to limp it to the pits as we've taken heavy damage. Wow. Pushing it so hard through that corner costs us. But we are in fourth. We are going to have to pit though. As we are now so far behind as there come the M6. We're going to go into the super softs though. We're going to change tires, refuel completely. It has been rough for this Huracan trying to get into the lead. But we are just going to push as hard as we can now. We are going to be way behind, but on super softs. Here we go, we are a minute down. We gotta pass them not once, but twice. There's gonna be no fuel saving. None of that. We're just gonna push and push hard. Alright, here we go. As here we go, we passed the McLaren once. We still gotta pass them again. Oh no, there's some McLaren. Oh, we're gonna hit the wall. And we are just flying right now. That McLaren is trying to catch up to us. But we just gotta keep pushing. Alright. We're driving so fast. These guys are driving wheel to wheel. Sorry to interrupt your battle there, guys, but I gotta go. I got places to be. I'm a minute down on the M6s. And you guys are not helping with that. Alright. Where now we can see the seconds. We're not just a minute down. We are pushing, we are burning fuel like no tomorrow. That is okay, because we are just going to keep going. We're going to push with everything this car has got. Alright, we're catching up to an Aston Martin right now. No problem passing it. Here's a Supra somewhere in front of us. There's an SOS straight in front. I believe that's a Supra in the middle. And then maybe one of the M6s up there in front of him. Now remember, we don't just have to pass this M6 once. We have to pass him twice. We are an hour into this race and we have been lapped by the leaders. So here we go. We're coming up to the Supra for 6th place. And here is an M6, but we will easily easily start to burn him on this straight, I'm hoping. As we are closing this gap. And here we come, we're gonna come on the inside. No problem getting by him here. The other two M6s being held up by a GTR as I go flying by them. They're being held up though, so we're just gonna keep going as fast as we can. And here's a Ferrari in front of us, the 458, not having the best day, not the fastest car on the track. But we've got a GT by Citroen somehow in 4th place right now, not doing bad at all. But we are not doing what we wanted today. We wanted to be doing much better by this point, but we're just struggling. As here's the RS301 in front. Alright. Now we're 44 seconds behind. Now that sounds like a lot, but we are gaining several seconds a lap. They also, I believe, have to pit. Maybe they don't. I don't quite remember. I'm just driving, putting my head down. My teammate goes into the pits, giving everything he's got. We are burning fuel a lot, but that is okay. We are now 43 seconds behind and gaining quickly. And there goes the Walkenhurst into the pits, both of them. That's going to help me catch up to him. That's going to be big. We're going to get into the slipstream for extra speed here. And here we go. We're going just by the Citroen on a blistering 170 miles an hour. There we go. Oh. As now we go around this corner at an average speed of about 145, maybe more, as we're now only 37 seconds behind after they had to pit. But we're only 19 seconds behind the M6s. And now we're going to get through that corner very quickly, as we've just got the M6 just barely ahead of us, only 15 seconds now, and we are gaining at an incredible rate. They did just pit, but that is okay, because even when we pit, we will be so far ahead of them that they will not be able to catch us. We are 70 laps, almost 71 laps into this race. At about an hour, we still got 70 more to go and do. At this pace, it might even be more. It might be somewhere near 160 laps of turning left. We're now catching these M6s at such a rate. We're setting a fastest lap almost every other lap. Every lap we lose more fuel, our car becomes lighter, we become faster. We're not becoming slower because of our tires degrading, we're becoming faster because we're losing weight. I don't know if those physics are in this game, but they better be, as we're now in the slipstream of the Mustang. We're going to come up on it at 174 miles an hour. And here we go into the corner, and out of it. We're now only 11 seconds away from the M6s. And we fly by an Audi R8 being held up by the Aston Martin Vantage. And I believe this is a Supra in front of us, with maybe a Volkswagen GT there. Hard to tell exactly what that is. Yes, that is a Supra and the Volkswagen GT. That Supra does sound really good. It kind of reminds me of the old, those like rotary engines, the little wankles. Only 9 seconds from the M6s. A lot of time left, but we still got to keep pushing. Every second's gonna matter. This is gonna be a battle to win this race. We are 30 seconds behind the McLaren. Barely catching up to him. But we are still catching, and we are catching fast. Alright. You're gonna get so many mileage points for this, as we have now driven 150 miles. There goes the plug-in. We're home. And here we go, coming up to this RS 301, which I felt like I saw like 2 laps ago. Alrighty. Here's the Ferrari again. We're now only 4 seconds down that M6. Pushing it at every corner. We're now only 3 seconds from the M6. We've got about a little over a quarter field left though. But I'm not turning the car down, not until I am way ahead of these M6s. Alright, we're only 2 seconds behind as we are hunting down this white M6. I don't see the blue Walkenhurst. It must have passed him when they were being held up. And here I come, coming up to this white Walkenhurst. We're gonna give him a nice love tap here in this corner. Never mind, we're gonna pass him before it. And here we go. We are now in front of him and running away. 3 seconds to the next Walkenhurst. Okay, or to the Walkenhorst. That one's not, the white one isn't a Walkenhorst. God, that's a weird, I'm probably butchering that name. But past that GT3 BMW, now we gotta get to the other one. We are catching at a blistering speed. Alright. We are now 1 second behind this M6. Maybe we can give it a love tap on our way in. Oh, we are not going to be able to as we way late brake. But that's alright, we're gonna fly by him here. Now every second matters because we're gonna have to pit way before them. This car likes to burn its fuel. So we gotta put as much distance between me and them. Now we're gonna do a little bit more fuel saving measures. We're gonna early shift. We still got one more car to catch up to, but we can catch up to it at a little bit of a slower rate. But it is crowded up here. There are a lot of cars held up here. We're gonna try and burn fuel as slow as possible while still cruising at high speeds. We're gonna early shift as much as possible. Keep it in the higher gear. And so far we've done a good job of that. Alright. We're now only 15.5 seconds behind the McLaren. We're an hour and 5 minutes into this race. Still got an hour left. Oof. We're on the 80th lap. absolutely killing this track. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna shift up there. Now we're up to the SLS here. And there we go, passing the McLaren, or not the McLaren, the Mercedes. Only 13 seconds behind the McLaren. Alright. We slow it down a little bit, our pace, that's okay. So we can take some deep breaths now. As we're in the clear, 7 seconds away. We need to start thinking about when we're gonna pit. We might only have 1 lap left, if that. It says 2.3 laps, but at this rate, who knows? We're gonna keep going. We're gonna make this our fastest lap if we can. There's a little bit of traffic. Oh, and we just stick it. And there we go. We might have to turn this car down a little bit, but we're just gonna keep going. Everything we've got. We're 8 seconds down from the McLaren. We are just flying right now. We don't need to change our tires, not just yet. We are gonna burn every last drop of this fuel as we are coming in now. Alright. Get a small little break here. Alright, off we go. We are still behind the BMWs, but not far. We're just gonna keep going. It's been a good race so far at Blue Moon Bay. I mean, we've crashed out once, really spun out a couple times. I guess we've more been pushed out a couple times, not necessarily spun out. Oh, our tires might not last. We gotta push with everything we've got so our tires don't give out. We lapped the Ford. Alright, we can see the M6 in front of us. Alrighty. Not too much time. Actually, there's a lot of time left. There is 52 minutes. Whew. But I want to get past these M6s so it doesn't come down to the wire, but it might just do that. As we are pushing so hard, we're going to have to give our car a break pretty soon after we pass these guys. I mean, we can't just keep pitting like this. They are pitting maybe every 30 laps. If we're pitting every 20 laps, they're gonna get past us just by the nature of the fact that we're off stopping almost double the amount they are. Ooh, we gotta focus. We can't let our focus dip. We are lapped. We are so far ahead of the car behind us that it is struggling to tell us when it is. There goes the McLaren into the pits, and we will be in second place here by the time we get there. Oh, we are losing control, the excitement, but we gotta keep pushing. Come on, we gotta get out in front of them. We gotta go. Here's the NSX sitting on the line. McLaren's coming out of the pits now. We just get out in front of it. And here is the M6, only 2 seconds. The McLaren now sitting in fourth. This is going to be a battle for first. Alright. My voice is starting to get raspy. I'm going to lose it by the end of this. 2 hours of just straight talking while so focused is difficult. As here we go past the M6. It's going to be rough getting through this corner. We know we got a late breakthrough here. Otherwise they are better at braking than we are. And there we go. We're in the lead. We're going to turn our car up a little bit. And as we get farther and farther away, we'll turn it up more and more. Or turn it down, excuse me. Alright, we're going to have to pit eventually, though. These tires are kind of looking not so good. We just got to not spin out. We're going to turn our car up again. There we go. There's a car coming out of the pits up in front of us. I believe that's a plug-in. Somehow our car's still wanting to spin. This isn't good for our tires. Doing a quick seat adjustment here. Just a real quick. Alright. Adjusting my seat real quick. Car seats don't move as you do this, so that's why we're allowing that. Because technically that shouldn't be happening. But my seat is not attached to my desk like some Sims have it. I wish though, that'd be so nice. Okay. Let's turn our car up a little bit more, save as much fuel as we can. Alright. Now, we are sitting, just waiting until we have to pit soon. We're gonna have to go for the outside line here. Not the quickest line through there. We're gonna turn our car up down a little bit more. These M6s are gonna catch us eventually, but not for a while. We're gonna turn it all the way down. Save us. Wow, we're not having any power and we're still sliding. That's how weak our tires are getting. These M6s are gonna start to catch us little by little, but we are saving so much fuel right now. We are in clean air. We are, well, we're in clean enough air. We're on fuel mode 6. We're saving so much fuel. Alright. We are not going very fast though. Barely able to get up to my teammate there in front. Alright, now at the corner we go. We're keeping this 3-second gap, saving so much fuel. We're barely burning any. We're early shifting. We're doing everything we can. We're light on the gas through the corners. We're doing everything to save fuel. We might have to come in for tires eventually though. There we go. We fly by the Aston Martin. A little bit of an early shift there, but that's okay. We're fuel saving. We're only burning around 2% a lap right now. We're driving at an incredible pace, even with the M6s behind us. Well, 45 minutes left in this race. We are saving as much fuel as we can. Once the M6 is pit, we might have to pit for tires. Because it is getting slippery out here. The GT Citroen going into pit. The BMWs must be driving exceptionally slow right now. I don't know why. They must be low on fuel. Their tires must be dead. Because I am absolutely burning them through a lot of these corners. I'm driving 49-second laps and they are not even barely catching. It looks like that M6 walking horse just got into open air though. Now he's catching at a blistering speed. We're gonna hope it's his in lap. We're really gonna hope it is. Because if he pits before I do, then I got a long lead. Oh, it's the McLaren behind me now. The McLaren made up good time on the M6s even after pitting. That McLaren's easily one of the faster cars on the circuit.
You streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
Tell them to follow me on IG.
What?
Tell them to follow me on Instagram.
I'm good. I don't know your Instagram. Alright. Get some interior cam here. Vroom vroom. This car looks like a rocket ship on the inside. I mean, it's an absolute beast of a car. I don't like the sound it makes from there though. Oh, one of the M6. Oh, the M6 is going to pit. There we go. We outlasted the M6s. But the McLaren is now on our tail. We'll have to turn our car all the way up now. Time to go. Because we have to go in now. We'll be pitting this lap. We'll pit next lap. Sorry. We won't pit this lap. We still gotta try and get as much time as we can on those BMWs. Oh, we're in the grass. We're in the infield. We'll pit next lap. We've got a lot of fuel to go. It shouldn't be a long pit stop. But we need new tires. We'll get on the softs, not the super softs. Actually, no, scratch that. We'll be on the mediums. Those should last us the rest of the race. I'm hoping as long as we don't spin out. Alright. Alrighty. Go. Oh, I was supposed to go in that lap. Oh well. I'll go in next lap. Oh, into the wall. That was not clean. We're 40 minutes left almost. We are doing so well. We are in first with the McLaren 2.5 seconds behind us. We're in clean air. As here we go into the pits. We're gonna go into the mediums. Alright. The McLaren will pass us, that's okay. I'm hoping the BMWs won't. Let's see. It still says they're 28 seconds, let's hope they mean it. They are 30 seconds behind. So we're going to turn this car up. And we are going to fuel save and ride it out for the rest of the race. They're 13 seconds behind. Alright. There shouldn't be too much problem now for the rest of the race. Hopefully we'll get into a good battle with the McLaren as we start to catch him. But we should hopefully be able to ride these tires out for the rest of the race. If we save well enough, we might not have to pit again. We could go for something like that. That could be crazy insane, or only have to pit one more time. There's maybe only 75 to 50 more laps of this. So say there's 60 right in the middle of that. We'd have to pit around 2 more times. We might be able to get that down to 1. We're going to turn the car up 1 more. Just a little bit more. We're going to save as much fuel as we can. There we go. We're in a fuel save mode. This McLaren's going to have to pit soon. But that's okay, as we will easily be able to pass when he pits. Alright. We are 100 laps through this race. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Ooh. 38 minutes left. 10 seconds behind that McLaren F1. We got 15 seconds to the M6 behind. We are in fuel mode 4, trying to save as much fuel as possible. We're in clean air. We're early shifting. We're kind of, I don't really know what we're doing with the downshifting. That's not really helping us fuel save. My chair is getting pushed farther and farther back. Hold on. And my shorts, I'm wearing swimming trunks right now. You know, it's the summer. And they always get shoved up, you know? Alright. We're back. Here we go. We're going to push that corner, shift early. Ooh. We've still got a good pace. We are on track to win this race. We're in 2nd place right now. We gotta pull this one out. 37 minutes left. Oh. Here we go. Vroom vroom, 8 seconds down from the McLaren F1. We are still catching him little by little. There we go, we passed the Toyota. We are now 7 seconds down on the McLaren. Ooh, 36 minutes left. We've got the M6 behind us. They are not at our pace. We're fuel saving. They should have to refuel again before we have to. So that'll be good. The McLaren will have to pit very, very soon, and then he might be able to ride it out for the rest of this race. So we got to do everything we can to fuel save. Someone's coming out of the pits in front of us. We're not going to be in clean air through this lap. That is an Audi R8 LMS. That's the Le Mans R8, I believe. We've driven 206 miles today. An incredible race day so far. As we catch this R8 that's flying, doing an incredible speed. I'm trying to think, like, who do we think is going to be in last? How many times have we lapped everyone? Like, we've obviously not lapped those Aston Martin Vantages, I believe, are going to be somewhere near last. The RS301 has not been doing well this race. Oh, we took that corner with too much speed, and now we come out of it with not as much speed as we want. But we're very close to this McLaren F1. They will have to pit any second now. There are 35 minutes left in this race. Ooh. Every lap matters at this point in the race. We're still at 70% fuel. We're absolutely killing it right now in fuel. We got a Supra in front of us, a Vantage in front of them. We're gonna get in the slipstream, even more speed without the added fuel. Alright. There's the McLaren F1 in front of us. We're gonna turn our car up even more, or turn it down even more. We've got to ride out 34 more minutes of this race. That's a question of, can we do that? These mediums will not die. We may just barely have to refuel. When is this McLaren going in? He's not going in now. Oh, maybe he is. Oh, there goes the McLaren. We're gonna turn myself up one more time as we will pass the McLaren. We're in fuel mode 6. We are saving as much fuel as we can per lap now. But those M6s are going to be coming fast now. But we're going to save as much fuel. Hopefully they have to refuel before they get to us. That's my plan. Alright. There's 16-second gap. Those M6s are coming fast. Oh, the McLaren came out in front of the M6s. They're going to be battling back there now. What in the world? I am in clean air in first now, with no problem. This will be an easy race to victory. 32 minutes left as we are gliding by everyone. We ended with a much better race strategy than all the other cars. As long as we don't have to pit again, we will come in first in this race. But that's the question, is will we have to pit again? Or will that McLaren F1 catch up to us by the end of the race? There's a 19-second gap. They're getting held up and all of that. We are still racing an incredible race right now. We have not lost all that much focus even while we're talking. There are now 32 minutes left. Alright. We are pretty much wrapping this race up with pretty much ease at this point. Once we get to the 15-minute mark, maybe we'll pit again and then just race and go for a fastest lap. We might try and go for something like that. But we're gonna keep riding this one out. Keep going. Crazier things have happened. We have to keep fuel saving though. We have raced 109 laps on this circuit, 218 miles just today. I better get one crazy daily workout from this. Daily workout car from this. That would be the hope. Alright. Here we come in for the 110th lap. Wow, that's a lot of left turns. Think about NASCAR, how they do this for 4 hours straight. That's a lot. Alright. We might do this again maybe sometime next week with like the Group 1 cars, with like the Dodge Tomahawk. That car is so fast. We'll be going around this circuit around 200 miles an hour. That is, I think, the fastest Group 1 car. Or maybe we'll go in. Now we can't do Vision Gran Turismos because those are Group X. I don't know, we'll see. Alright. It says we've only got 14 laps left, but I think we've got more than that. I think we've got at least 20 laps with these. The McLaren F1 is not being able to catch us. I'm barely seeing the track. I've been doing this for so long now. I'm just kind of doing it by automatic. You think this is how someone gets good at a track like this? You just do it over and over and over again. This is like how you get good at things. You just keep doing it. Now obviously this track, there's not much to be getting good at, but just gotta keep going, keep riding this out. Hopefully we don't have to refuel again. It says 13 laps, but I think we can get at least 19 to 20 more without much problem. We've got 28 minutes left in this race. We've driven 113 laps now. That is crazy. But that McLaren F1's got a little bit of a faster pace than us. That's okay, because he will have to refuel sooner than I am, and that'll be fine. Our teammate not having the greatest races. He's now out of the top 8, which is a rough race for the Huracan. These Huracans lose fuel quickly compared to the other cars when they're just full going. I mean, I would have absolutely killed this game if I brought the Dodge Viper. And I thought about it, but I was like, it's way too fast. But that car burns fuel. I'd probably get maybe 10 laps in on a full tank, going full throttle. That's how bad, that's how much this car probably could hit 200 miles an hour on this circuit though. Like, that car is so fast. It is a killer. We're gonna draft on this Toyota Supra here. We're gonna get on. I actually saw a Toyota Supra the other day. We were like driving like to the store and stuff, and it's the first of the new Toyota Supras. It's like a dark kind of silverish gray. It was really cool actually. It's really small, obviously. I mean, Supras are not big cars, the new ones at least. But I was like, oh, that's cool. I haven't seen one of those before. And especially like my town, you know, my city's not, you're not necessarily gonna always see the newest car. But I also saw like every generation of Mustang yesterday. That was cool. Saw the old, I think I saw like a 66 or something. I saw like I don't know, like 98, the like those SVTs, that generation. I saw one of those '05 convertibles. Then you see those, you see the new like 2017s. I saw 19. I saw like 8 Mustangs yesterday. I saw like one 2019, one 2017, like 2 '06, '05s, like a lot of the like early like, or the late like 1990s to 1980s ones. The like Fox body Mustangs. Alright. 25 minutes left. Whew. That McLaren's catching. That's okay though. Not too worried. We're just going. I'm barely even looking at the track anymore. Like, I don't think I could do this with my eyes closed, but I could get pretty darn close. That'd be a fun challenge, actually. Alright. Ooh. That M6 is now going in to refuel. We are still at 40% fuel. It says 10 laps, but it's been like maybe 7 laps when it said 14 laps, so we're doing really good. We got 40%. We're driving these laps like a snail right now though, 48s and 49s. But we're still doing solid. Someone in the pits there in front. So they're gonna come out right behind. Who was that? That's the Mustang, I think. It's hard to tell. It was blue. I don't think it was a Walken horse. I'm not driving that fast. Alright. There's a 15-second gap. That McLaren F1's catching up. It's okay though. Not catching up fast enough. As we will come in with pretty much ease. Only 23 minutes left. Someone up in front, I think that's an M6. Yes, it is. I'm gonna lap the M6. They go into the pits. Now it's just me and the McLaren. It's who's gonna come out on the podium, really. It's gonna be a Huracan 1, but will it be a McLaren 2? Which M6 will be 3? That McLaren is much, much faster than those M6s. So we'll see how, even after it pits, how it does compared to them by the end of the race. Those M6s might have to pit one more time right before the end. Alright. That gap is getting smaller and smaller between me and the McLaren. But we have raced 120 laps. We ain't stopping now. Oh, losing a little bit of control there. That's okay. There's still a 15-second gap. There's 22 minutes left. Alright. As soon as it gets to maybe 10 minutes, we'll pit in. We got 10 more minutes of this kind of milking this fuel line, and then we got 10 minutes of how fast can we go, because this McLaren is catching fast. I can see him back there, but we got to be able to hold him out for 10 more minutes. Here we go, passing the Ferrari yet again. Whew. We had to really put our head down in the middle of the race to win it. But now, here we are. flying through this race. Bro, you're barely seeing the road. You're just going off of instinct. You've got no cars around you, and you're just driving. And you're pushing it as hard as you can. But that gap is getting smaller as it's now only 13 seconds, sorry. There's only 20 minutes left of this race. Oof. There's no point in really driving faster. It's not a lap race, it's an endurance race. If it was a lap race, I'd just pit now and go and push with everything I've got. But we're just riding out lap to lap. Here we come up to, I believe it's the NSX in front of us. Alright, here we go. It's the NSX in front as I'm barely looking smoothly past the NSX, even with this car turned down. We've got a quarter tank left of fuel. How much longer can this car go? We are just moving. We've driven almost 250 miles. What a crazy race day it's been. Alright. Here we go. The McLaren is now 12 seconds behind, catching up maybe a second every other lap, half a second a lap. It is faster on the straights, but as soon as we turn this car up, this race is going to be over. We have been on it today. We hold the fastest lap by, I'm pretty sure, at least 2 seconds. Alright. Here we go. Not struggling at all through the first sector. It's now 11 point, well, it's difficult to tell, but it's 12 seconds right now, the gap between me and the McLaren F1. But he's catching through this part of the circuit, or wherever I just was, I think through that straight. I think we've got better corners than the McLaren, but he is much faster through the straights. Whew. It's now a 10-second gap. Alright. Here we go, another car being held up by this Aston Martin Vantage. I believe that's the RS301, the Renault. It is. And now we're going to sit in the slipstream. Coming way to the inside. And we pass him without any trouble. Now it's, can we get to this F1 GT? We're not even going to brake for that corner. And we don't really need to. We don't come out all that fast. We just lift off a little bit. Alright. We're going to come up to the Volkswagen GT. We're going to go wheel to wheel. But I'm going to get by him without much problem. The McLaren has pitted, and we will come in pitting right behind him, and we will race the last 16 minutes. No. We'll stick it for another couple minutes. But that is the race without much issue. 35 seconds, the gap. Alright. There's no reason for me to drive any faster than what we're driving now. But, why not, right? We'll go in like 3 laps. We'll go in maybe like lap 133. And then we'll just push it from there. Alright, I believe this is a R8 in front of us, so that we're catching without much trouble. Here we come into the corner. Braking. It was an R8. I wasn't wrong. Blue flags being waved as I fly by everyone on lap 130. We are 258 miles into this thing. That is a lot of miles of just straight up driving. We've got the R8 that's coming up behind us. We're not even gonna brake and he's gonna get left in the dust. We don't have much fuel left. We are down in the 10%. Alright. We are so close to being done with this race. All we gotta do is get a couple more laps in. It's only about 18 to 20 more laps left. We're going to finish right around 150. But it is time to pit. So, here we go. Ooh. We're not going to change tires. We're just going to stay on these mediums. We're going to turn the car up as we come in. We're not going to change those. Here we go. Alright. We're refueling quickly. Not refueling quickly. We're going to come out with 13 minutes left. Alright. We got 25 laps left. I doubt we've got that many laps in us. Alright. Hopefully we can set a fastest lap. Hopefully. And we'll see how that McLaren, if that McLaren can pass that M6. Because right now it's Huracan 1, M6 2, McLaren F1 3. With the sliding a little bit. Alright, into the wall, that's fine. Alright, we got maybe 4 or 5 laps of just fastest lap. Here we go. Hard onto the brakes. Into the corner. Trying to get as fast and as much power as I can out of it, but I hit the wall just a tiny bit. Ooh, not as fast as I wanted it to be. We'll have to get it on the next lap. I'm going to turn it up just because I know this lap's not going to be it. Oh, into the brakes a little bit late as we slide out a little bit. And we're going to, nope, turn that down. We're going to come out of the corner and turn the car right back up. Get as much speed as we can across the line. Here we go. Hard into the brakes. We're going to slide a little bit. That's okay. We're going to come with a lot of speed. Barely touch the wall. We're in the slipstream of the RS301.
Yes,
the Renault.
sir.
I didn't hear that. Oh well, we'll look at it in a minute. There's only a couple minutes left. Whew. Here we go on the inside. Okay. I saw that comment, by the way. I just got it. Just focused a little bit, trying to set a fastest lap here. It's not gonna happen. There's too much traffic. We're gonna lap this M6 here. This guy that spun me out around lap like 70 to 90. I forget exactly what lap it was. Oh, we're gonna slide a little bit. We're gonna slide a lot. Drift! Well then. That was a mega drift. That had to have been dope. I'm gonna look at the replay after that. Let's look at the comment here. Hold on. Yes, sir. Alright. Here we go. Right around the inside of the M6 and the inside of the Mustang as we lap them both. The Beetle will go into the pits. Come on, Huracan. Come on, teammate. You can do it. You gotta pass him. Come on, bud. I don't think the Huracan will do it. He must not be near the Beetle. The Beetle will beat out the Huracan. I didn't even see the Huracan back there. Oh, shoot. That wasn't good. Alright. We have not even gotten close to setting a fastest lap here. But here we go. We're gonna come in. This next lap will be it. As much speed as we can out of this corner. There's gonna be a little bit of traffic through this next corner, but it should be fine. I'm hoping. Alright. Oh, a little bit of slide on the outside of the corner. That's okay, we're gonna have a lot of speed coming out of it. Will it be enough to get the record? No, it won't. We'll be 0.44 seconds down. We're gonna have to push through this next corner if we want the fastest lap. The Ford GT going into the pits again. That V8 must be burning fuel so much. The end of the brakes, nice and soft. No slide into the corner. But we're gonna probably be in the wall on the outside of it. There are 8 minutes left of this race. We are 21 seconds above the Huracan GT3 as we come in. 137 laps done. It'll be hard under the brakes into that corner. They come up to this SOS Mercedes here at a very high rate of speed through that corner. There we go. That might be it. Oh, it's 0.3 seconds down still. I think we don't have soft enough tires. Our tires are just a little bit too worn for this to get the fastest lap. We're gonna keep pushing though, because we have 7 minutes left, maybe around 12 laps to go. But they won't all be as push hard as we can laps, I don't think. I think our tires are too worn. But we're gonna go one more lap, see what we can do. We're coming into this corner at such a high rate of speed. We're gonna get no slide. We're gonna get a little bit of slide. But we're gonna come out of the corner at a really fast speed. How was that compared to the other one? Very similar. Hoping that we carried more speed through this corner though, as we are sticking to this line. Here we go, right down into the inside of the corner at 170 miles an hour as we're catching up to this Toyota in front of us. We're going 176 miles an hour. As we come on the outside of the Toyota, we're gonna get just inched through the wall, but we will not set the fastest lap. But we'll set it faster than the before. We're gonna have to turn this car down just a little bit to surpass, so we don't run out of fuel before the end of this race, as there's only 6 minutes left. Actually, I lied. We're not turning this down. We're just gonna keep going. We've got 7 laps left to go. We've got 60% fuel. We're gonna keep pushing. These tires may barely last these last 10 laps. Less than that. We might just barely get to around 147 laps, but we're just gonna keep pushing, see where we end up, see how it goes. This 2-hour race is now 6 minutes from being over. 27 seconds in front of the M6. Can we lap him by the end of this race? Maybe we can spin him out too, you know. We're gonna get a little bit of drift into that corner. We're gonna go into this camera here and see if we can get a cool little view of us drifting through one of these corners as we fly by the GTR at 165 miles an hour. Now we're coming up to the Ferrari. We're gonna get him on the inside going at 176 miles an hour in 5th gear. Oh, as we come into the wall, but here's some Ford GT LM spec. Here we go. We're coming in. We're gonna come into this corner at a very high rate of speed at 178 miles an hour. But we do not slide at all. Even coming in at 178 miles an hour, we have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. 50% fuel. We've driven up 282 miles. That is a crazy number. We're on lap 142 as we chuck it into this corner. Going 147 miles an hour. Coming out of it at about 144, just touching the wall. And here we go. Another lap completed. The Walkenhorst goes into pit. 4 minutes left of the race. And here comes the RS301 getting way inside the corner there. And we continue to fly through the circuit. Whew. We are so far ahead of this McLaren F1 GT, which is now in 2nd place. We are 36 seconds ahead of the McLaren F1 GT. We've had some incredible battles this race, but we only have a couple more laps to go. Sadly, we didn't hit the 150 mark, but we got really, really close. We'll end up right around 146 as we are slowing down little by little each lap. We're not getting any slide out of this car anymore now that we're in this view. Sadly, we're not drifting at all. Another M6 has gone into pit. Sadly, that GT by Citroen is not even close to fast enough to try and catch up. But we might be able to lap this McLaren F1 by the end of the race. Okay. And here we go, coming up to the McLaren F1 as it is lagging the time because we are going so fast. There is a little over 3 minutes left in this race. And oh, we just go up the wall just a little bit. 41 seconds. We are catching even faster up to this McLaren F1 GT. He is right around this corner. It is a 40-second gap as we are coming in at 173 miles an hour. As we fly through that corner. 2 minutes left of this race. 3 more laps to go. This has been an incredible race. I had a lot of fun racing this Huracan. I just signed this contract to get this car, and personally I love the Huracan. It's one of my favorite cars, and driving it today has been an absolute blast. We've had 145 laps completed so far. We've been in this race for an hour and 58 minutes as we come up to this Aston Martin Vantage that looks a little beat up in the rear there. Looks like someone was bump drafting him a little too hard. And now we come up to this SOS Mercedes as we might get 2 more laps in, but I'm gonna slow it down because this will be our final lap. This has been an awesome race. I had so much fun doing this race. It was just a lot of fun as the SOS tries to go around us, but it will not work like that, bud. I will stick it on the inside. We will race wheel to wheel through this corner at 140 miles an hour. And here comes the Aston Martin Vantage, completely beat up in the rear. And 30 seconds left of this race. What a race it's been. 16 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there it is. Finishing the race. Woo. That was a ton of fun. It's going to be a Huracan 1, a McLaren F1 2, an M6 GT3 Walkenhurst 3, an M6 GT3 M-Power 4, a GT by Citroen 5. We're going to get 221 grand. Only 2,000 mileage points, sadly. Not as many as I thought. Let's go to the, who came in last, actually. Our teammate not doing so good at all. Where? Oh, yep, it was the Vantage. Where did our teammate finish? In 9th, just out of the top 10. Wow, the Mustang coming in 19th. If we go down to the lap chart here, Roger's the only other one to finish the race. If we go all the way down here. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Whew. Go all the way down. Everyone completed 130 laps. How many laps did Leonard complete? 137-ish. 138 maybe. Oh. Alright, that was so much fun. That was difficult though. Alright. Don't really care for really any of those cars, sadly. So, well, RC7, or is that the RCZ? It's a Group B, yeah, RCZ, plug it. I already have one of those. But, anyways, guys, that was those two awesome streams. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one.